Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's me, Isaiah, here with my favorite co host, Mr. Moses Firmino.
What's going on, everybody?
And the NFL season is here. We are right around the corner. Chiefs, Ravens kicking us off with my Green Bay Packers going against the Philadelphia Eagles and a whole lot of football on the horizon. But what is a football season without steaming hot takes that
Yeah,
probably won't hit, but that
yeah,
we are going to say anyways?
yep.
And that's why Moses and I are here. We're both giving a handful of hot takes. I don't know Mo's. He doesn't know mine. We're going to go into this blind, and then we'll discuss how likely the thing is. Is it possible? Do we totally disagree with the other person? Do we think it's likely? We'll see as we go through them. But Mo, anything to add before we get into the video?
I like adding the likeliness meter because mine are definitely ranging from
Love that.
pretty likely to a couple that are probably not gonna happen. So, but yeah, man, I'm
Yeah.
super excited for this video. I'm gonna say it with my chest and
Yep.
hype that the NFL season is a week away at the time of this recording. So.
Can't believe it. So let us know if you love sports content, you're in the right place. Leave a like, subscribe. We'd love to see you be a part of our community. With that being said, Mo, let's get it started. The first hot take of the video is coming via me.
Oh,
Hot take. Sam Darnold, newly Minnesota Vikings starting quarterback, and with the injury to McCarthy, hoping he gets better. Devastating to hear. But with Darnold having this opportunity, I think that he will be able to spice things up in Minnesota for that quarterback position next year and the next 2 years. So what I'm saying by this,
No JJ?
so what I'm saying
Okay.
is not that Darnold will cement himself as a franchise QB in Minnesota. I'm not saying this means McCarthy is gone, that he's not going to be the long-term starter, that he's not the franchise QB, at least in the plans. But my hot take is that Darnold will come out. I know a lot of people are expecting a Geno Smith thing. I'm not going that far because those don't happen to that degree. But I think he'll have a great year. I think he'll have a really solid year. I think he'll play some really solid football. He'll do well with the weapons in that Minnesota Vikings offense. And he will at least create some controversy about, hey, going into next year, McCarthy coming off an injury. We saw how Darnold did. He might have to kick it around another year. He might have to stay. He might have to be the starter at least to start the year, or will earn himself a starting spot at another location. I think this is a make or break year for Darnold. He's never really been given the opportunity to be the guy. We saw flashes in Carolina, which was probably his best stint. I think this will be his best stint of football, and I'm a believer in Darnold this year. Uh, what do we think, Mo?
I'll give you the good season. Obviously, the receiving core he has. I'll give you the probably best stint as well. I'll give that to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm the Vikings and JJ McCarthy isn't starting next season, I I I don't know, man. I feel like it was written in the stars he was going to up until the injury. I get availability is your best ability, so
Yeah.
Sam Darnold playing, he could maybe switch some minds, but I'm personally not on the train of this one as highly as you are. But I respect it. I'll respect it though.
Yeah, and let me make this clear. I'm not saying this is my tee up. This is like a lukewarm one because I'm not
Okay.
saying Sam Darnold will cement himself as the franchise QB in Minnesota. I don't think that. McCarthy's their guy. Spent a top 10 pick on him. That's the dude. And outside of that really god awful pick he threw against the Raiders, that borderline unforgivable one for McCarthy, outside of that, played some pretty good football in the preseason. It really sucks that he's going to miss out on this whole stint, but I've got this weird feeling about Darnold that he might come out and surprise a few people with his play this season. I still have the Vikings last in the North though. So
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
with that what you will. But
Okay.
yeah, I think he'll at least there will be a dialogue more than anything.
For sure.
That's the take.
All right, man. Jump in to my first take,
Mm,
and that is
mm.
the Pittsburgh Steelers will start Justin Fields by week 6. Steelers schedule week 1. They go to Atlanta. I think Atlanta wins that game. Game 2, they go to Denver. Russ's return. I think Bo Nix spoils the party and they win that game.
Wow.
They then have their first home game against the Chargers. I think they lose. They then go to Indianapolis and play the Colts. Anthony Richardson, I think they take care of business, 0-4. Then week
Wow.
5, they have the Cowboys. I think they lose that game as well. Start the season 0-5, and they need a change. They go to Justin Fields. I'm not gonna blame it on Russ in its entirety, but there's
Wow.
just there's just something in me in here. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers start out 0-5 and give Justin Fields the keys.
Damn, it's kind of a two-parter, your hot take, because Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. If you think
Oh,
he's
that should have been the but
it's
okay.
there's
But
really two takes here for you.
yeah, let's say I guess I'm saying Justin Fields comes in and they even it out and they go exactly 500 because we both had them as our last team in the North because the North is so
Yes.
good.
I have them at 9
Um,
and 8 strictly off of
that's what I'm
talent.
saying. But yeah, I mean, they
That's
could
it.
still lose their first 5 and go 500. So I mean,
Yeah.
I
It,
don't know if the Tomlin take. I don't know if I'm willing to take, but
dude,
I'm gonna stick with this one
it
because
damn. Dude, and it's crazy because I genuinely don't feel good about Pittsburgh this year, but
yeah,
it comes down to my respect for Tomlin, man. Like every year
he just figures it out.
he figures it out. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
if he's going through multiple QBs. Doesn't matter if TJ Watts hurt. It does not matter. He
yeah,
gets it done. I wanted to have the Steelers take of them not being 500 or better, but dude, I just can't. It's so
yeah,
weird until I see it,
yeah.
and it has to happen, right? Like this feels like the year of all years
Mhm.
in terms of Fields. So I have it's difficult. The important piece of information is when they got him from the Bears, they're losing out on a 6th round draft pick. However, it can be elevated to a 4th round draft pick if Fields plays 51% or more snaps with Pittsburgh this year.
Ooh,
So
strategy.
I think that's why I'm giving
I
Russ
didn't even
a
yeah,
little more of a runway.
yeah,
However, my pushback to that argument is if the Steelers are struggling, in particular Russ, F the pick. We need to be good.
yeah,
I don't care about a 4th round pick if we finish the season with 4 wins.
yeah.
I will forego the draft pick to get Fields the experience.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of internal
Yeah,
things at play here with the Steelers.
mhm.
They did name Russ the starter, so
Yeah.
God, man,
What what do you this is a tough one, but it's just one I can see on the horizon potentially.
okay. So I guess I agree with the fact that Fields will start this year.
Okay.
At some
You don't
point, he
Yep.
will take over.
Okay. Okay.
I
Week
just
6.
yeah, week 6 and the Steelers being that bad
0-5, yeah.
feels like I just can't do that, but I do think he becomes a starter over
Alright.
Russ at some point.
Yep.
Um, I
Okay.
we've also never seen it really, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tomlin rolled out some 2 QB stuff. Like, if he put Fields in for, like, scrambling play like, end zone, read option with I could see it.
We'll see, man.
I could see it. So,
Alright. Alright.
I semi agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, got another one here.
It's my turn. Throw me to the
Yeah.
wolves.
I
I
like it.
have 2 rookies parlayed into this hot take. I have New York Giants wide receiver Malik Neighbors, Arizona Cardinals receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. Both going over 1,100 yards this season. Now, you might be wondering how many receivers have done that? How many people have gone over 1,100 yards as a rookie? All time, there has been 12. All time. Garrett Wilson is the most recent.
Puka?
Puka is number one all time, 1,486, because he beat the record by Bill Grossman. Jamar Chase is third, Jetta's fourth, and GOAT Anquan Bolden is fifth. But I've got both rookies doing it. Originally, I just had this for Marvin, but that wasn't hot enough. I
Yeah.
think that one is pretty safe. I think he's
Yeah.
going to ball out. He's going to be a receptions hog. He's a great player, and he's going to be worked into the offense in that way. The reason I feel hotter about this take is the Malik Neighbors portion. I think the Giants will be bad.
Yep.
I think there's an argument, if you want to talk hot take, that Drew Lock starts at quarterback at some point this season over Daniel Jones. I don't trust this Vikings offense, but I trust Malik Neighbors to go out there and ball. I'm very high on him. LSU receivers have a great record, and I've got both guys going over 1,100 yards, which would make 14 receivers all time in that list.
I love this one. I really like this one. I might
Let's
take
go.
this one step further with Marvin, say he breaks Puka's record.
Oh, oh, well, screw
But
my take.
but I mean, that's just a thought.
Wow.
That's just a thought. I like the neighbors one. I was going to have a take on here that neighbors, but I thought this was way too ridiculous. That neighbors would break the record, but the Giants aren't going to be good enough.
That,
The Cardinals have a shot with their offense with Kyler Murray.
yes.
They have a shot to really put up some numbers offensively. The Giants, I'm just a little bit more worried. But I love this take right here.
Yeah, I and it's crazy looking at this list because yeah, Garrett Wilson is 12th. So yeah, the most recent is Puka in 23.
Mhm.
But the fact there's only 12 all time, Mike Ditka barely missing out with 1,076, Amari Cooper with 1,070. Like, those are some great rookie campaigns. I'm just so high on this receiving class, and I think Neighbors and Marvin Harrison will be thrown in right away and will cook.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm
I
feeling.
like it. I
Yeah.
like it, man. We're gonna stay on the receivers. Going to Houston though. Stephon Diggs will have a better receiving season than Nico Collins. Stephon coming over via trade from Buffalo. They restructured his contract. He is now on a 1-year deal. So he is playing with house money. He needs to get out there, get it done, and get a solid contract and kind of round out those final years of his career. Looking at the stats, Stephon Diggs last season, 8 touchdowns, 1,183 yards on 107 receptions. Nico, 80 receptions, 1,297 yards, so a little bit more explosive plays with 8 touchdowns as well. Obviously, Nico has the chemistry there with CJ Stroud, but with Stefan being on this 1 year and how things ended in Buffalo and how people were kind of blaming him, maybe reasonably so, but he was kind of the scapegoat for Buffalo's downfall. I think he comes out and has an amazing season, takes over as wide receiver one in Houston.
Wow. Well, and it's interesting. I'm looking at Diggs' stats from last year, and it's so crazy. Like, obviously, we saw him fade out of that Bills offense. Like he was complaining about it. It was a big deal. The vibes were not right. They
Brutal.
just weren't. Um, his final 6 games, including the 2 playoff games, he didn't crack 10 targets.
Damn.
I think this is an interesting one because I'm inclined to say Nico will.
It's definitely a sizzler. The pan's on
The the
medium
pan
high heat.
the pan's on medium. I like Nico a lot. He feels like
I mean, fantasy value wise, like he's been
yeah,
the guy to go
but
first, reasonably, like understandably, but
but I a part of me does think Diggs is gonna play with some extra fire this year.
yeah, that's
I
my kind of backbone for this one. Is
yeah,
he's just he wants to ball. He wants to Vikings. What was it? Miracle and where was that? The
the
Minnesota
the
Miracle. Or
Saints.
yeah,
Yeah,
what
that
I forget. I need a helmet throw off moment
dude.
from Stephon Diggs again, dude.
And him and Allen were so good in their time together, but yeah, just
Fizzled
he
out.
was phased out of that
Yeah,
offense. I do think that Texans receiving core is so solid.
so good,
Those
man.
two and Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, like Mixon can get some more. It's that's a great offense. Damn, this is a tough. I'm kind of inclined to agree.
I mean, I definitely can understand either argument, but
Yeah,
just what my gut's been feeling, man.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I think I'll agree.
I
Um,
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
but not
Let me see what
realizing.
you got. Let me see what you got.
So
How many guys have done this, eh?
so it's funny you say that because I looked that up as well. Um, I have Caleb Williams. This is crazy. I'm a Packers fan, and two of my takes are supporting
Oh,
rivals.
yo, yeah.
Like not just talking about them, but actively supporting them.
Yep.
The list I have Caleb Williams. The Bears have famously never had a 4,000-yard passing quarterback in their history. In their history. And I think that changes. I think Williams is the face of the franchise, will become a top 5 quarterback over the course of his career. But this season as a rookie, I've got him throwing for 4,000 or more yards. The list of quarterbacks that have done that, there have been 5. 5. Number 5, Jameis Winston, 4,042. That
J-Mo.
rookie year is hilarious. Like one of the funniest years of my life. Just airing it out. It's going everywhere.
Mhm.
Number 4, Cam Newton. Number 3, the most recent guy, CJ Stroud. Number 2, Jay Herbo. And number 1, a man whose career was cut too short, Andrew Luck.
Dang.
Is that list. I think Caleb Williams will join that. But number 6, Mo, quick little trivia for you. Who is it? This is someone who played in New England. It's not Tom Brady, obviously. A quarterback for the New England Patriots who suited up for you guys within the last 10 years.
A rookie?
Yes.
10 years? It had to have been that season when Tom got hurt. I I don't know, dude. I was probably like 4 years old.
Oh no, Mo. You were alive and
Wait.
well.
Wait.
You know who this
Mac
is.
Jones?
Mac Jones, 3,801 yards, sixth all time, but in front of Carson Wentz at 7 and Peyton Manning at 8. So Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Peyton Manning is what I'm saying. Um,
Wait, did you say that?
I'm
No
sorry. No, I'm
way.
sorry. No,
I
sixth all time.
know because I knew he was a Pro Bowler, but there was a couple injuries.
Yeah, it's the Pro
Dude.
Bowl. Um, but yeah, I've got Caleb joining elite company, being in that upper echelon of. I'm so sorry I had to break that news,
No,
but
you're
I saw
good.
Mac Jones. The whole meme of like
That's
there's a polar bear in
absurd.
Arlington, Texas. That's
Dude, yeah.
kind of what I'm dealing with. But yeah, I've got Caleb Williams joining elite company. Expectations through the roof. He's got the wide receivers to do it. He's got the offense to do it. They've built an incredible system for him to just go in there as a rookie and feast. He looked very solid in preseason. I think he'll look even better in the regular season. So
I I'm on board with this one, man. I
yeah,
agree. Yeah.
dude. If I'm a Bears fan and he does this year one, dude, I'd have 5 jerseys.
Yeah.
This
Each
is the
different
savior.
color, different. Yeah.
So
I love
that
it.
that's what I've got. A lot of love for Caleb.
Yep. I'm gonna go to another quarterback, but a veteran. And
What the
before I say this,
dude?
this says so far our takes have gone along with our
Whole
rankings and all that. This is completely off the board. This has nothing to do with our rankings because the Jets obviously would have been the first team in the AFC East, but that was not the case. I'm saying in an alternate dimension, one where there's magical things for Aaron Rodgers to do in his spare time, and one where he's skipping out on preseason OTAs and all that, and a season where they have a running back who was an absolute stud coming back fully healthy, and a nice wide receiver one in Garrett Wilson, and Mike Williams, a big boomer bust guy coming over from the Chargers, and Xavier Gibson, an undrafted guy who made his way onto the team, won them week 1 last year on a punt return in an unbelievable storybook like ending. Aaron Rodgers comes out and leads the Jets to an AFC division title, AFC East division title, and the AFC title, screw it, and wins MVP. They win the Super Bowl. Why not? I'll take it one step further. But my original take would be just Aaron Rodgers wins MVP because he has a lot of good pieces around him and he's coming back from an Achilles injury and he's only
dude,
he's only 40 coming back from
dude.
Achilles injury. They have a really good defense, pretty solid O line, really good coach, smart coaching. Tyler Conklin, tight end, haven't mentioned. Alan Lazard, sorry, just a really, I mean,
Yeah, Alan
and
Lazard.
he has Jordan Travis and Tyrod Taylor barking up his leg behind him at the 2 and 3 spot. So he's got to be on his game. Aaron Rodgers wins MVP 2024-25 season.
Dude, Moses. This take is dude, it's so hard to dude,
What do you think?
Mo, what the hell? Moses. Dude,
It's a hot take. It could happen.
this
I
isn't
told you. I told you I was on medium to high. Now
okay.
I broke the burner thing trying to crank it up. The
Dude,
stove is just on. My
It's
food's burning.
you're
There's smoke.
actively pouring
Yeah,
gasoline on
I'm
it.
pouring water into an
Oh
oil fire, so it's just
goodness.
expanding. There's smoke everywhere, but it's a take.
That it is a take. It is a take. Dude, well, listen. Okay, let me collect myself here. I've been in a state of shock since you dropped. Dude, I had to reread it. I was like, wait, does that say wow, okay, okay. Um, okay. I am a Packers fan. I've seen a lot of Aaron Rodgers football. A lot.
Yeah, yeah,
One of the most gifted quarterbacks of all time. Not taking that away from him. Say whatever you will as a person, whatever. As a quarterback, as the throws he makes, the things he does, one of the greatest ever. But he is 40 years old, coming off of a very serious injury. And I think the biggest thing for me in 2022, that game where we lost to the Detroit Lions and missed out on the playoffs, was undoubtedly to me the worst season of Aaron Rodgers' career ever. He was really bad. He threw 26 touchdowns and 12 picks. It is he hadn't thrown double-digit picks since 2010 up until 2022. He had an 11-year streak of not doing that because obviously he was super protective of the football. I just can't see a world where he does this.
yeah. We'll see what the viewers think.
I
We can.
cannot, dude. Okay, viewers, I like I don't beg for I'm dead serious. I want every comment on this video to be about this. I am so curious. Wow. Yeah, this is
You
the
ready?
take.
Yeah. I mean, I told you my takes were kind of ranging from,
Wow.
you know, so that's where I'm at.
Well, I will have to seriously disagree, but I
Okay. Yeah.
cannot say how much I respect you putting this out there into the
Thanks.
universe.
Thanks, bro.
Um, yeah, wow, wow.
Ready to round us out?
Yeah, here is the final take of the video. This one is mine, and in comparison to the last one, it's pretty tame. It's bold, but
I
it
agree with it, yeah, I'm in.
I've got Kyron Williams leading the NFL in rushing yards this season. He was third last year behind Christian McCaffrey, the best running back in football, and Derrick Henry, who cannot slow down. That dude is forever on go mode. But I've got Kyron Williams doing it. I loved what I saw from him last year, a dominant force. I think without Aaron Donald, it's one of those teams that is going to be more reliant on their offense than most teams in the NFL. I think that bodes really well for Kyron Williams. I absolutely love what Puka's going to do, what Coop is going to do. But I think Kyron Williams kind of is that anchor. I know they drafted Blake Corum. He's definitely going to get some carries out of Michigan. But I feel really good about Kyron Williams this year. And
Yeah.
I think he takes the rushing crown to end the season.
I'm super high on Kyron as well, my dynasty goat. Um,
Damn.
yeah, I love this take. I'm all in on this one.
Well, since I have Stephon Diggs in Dynasty and you're high on him and you have Kyron, might have to make a
Yeah, we could talk off camera.
okay. Just wanted
Um,
to throw that out there. But yeah,
yeah.
big believer in
Uh,
Kyron. The odds on favorite's gonna be C Mac again. Can I argue against that?
mhm.
No.
No,
He's the
can't.
best at his position in
Yeah.
football, but I'm high on Kyron.
I really like this take, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Um, and actually, we have some breaking news for the
What?
Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast.
Wait, what?
Brandon Aiyuk has
Oh,
signed a 4-year, $120 million extension. As we are recording, Zay, our first breaking news live. It's happened a couple of times here and there.
oh,
First full breaking news segment. What are your initial thoughts?
holy crap! Why I was not expect. I'm trying to see.
Sorry, I was eyeing my phone over here. I got a little alert. I'm glad I did.
That is that is
Dude, the wide
insane.
receiver deals this offseason. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to figure out how that money is being spread because pure initial thoughts without seeing anything else. Dude, 4 years, 120 mil. And I love Ayuk. Great receiver. Great receiver. I think he's the best one San Francisco's got as a
Mhm.
pure receiver. Debo is
Yes.
incredible, but Ayuk's route running, things like that are ridiculous. Uh, in terms of the Niners' playoff hopes this season, helps a lot.
Yep.
Obviously, this was
Yep.
kind of the thing looming. That and Trent Williams, obviously, has been a factor. I did not think this would get done just off the
Yeah.
way Lynch was talking about Ayuk and kind of shading him.
Mhm.
Um,
Crazy.
the biggest winner, I think, is fans not having to hear about this anymore.
Seriously.
Is my take
Yeah.
because it was
Yep.
daily. Like he would like tweets, and then it would be like the reports would come out that, oh yeah, he is, wants to be traded. The Raiders want him, but he's like, no, I'm not going there. It's like, dude, well, you can't pick and choose um, where you want to go. But wow, that is. What do you think?
Huge for the Niners, like you said, to just kind of get that out of the way. And now let's play football. Obviously, Trent is the other big one. Hopefully, they can get that done here soon. But um, I don't think I have anything new to add to what you said. You covered all my bases. Ayuk is that guy for San Francisco. This is huge for the team.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. 76 million is guaranteed,
Whew,
front
dude.
loaded. Ian Rappaport reported that he will receive $47 million between now and April 1st, 2025. So the biggest winner here, biggest winners, Ayuk. The
Yep.
holdout worked. Not only
Mm-hmm.
did it work, you stuck with your team and you got a bag.
30
So
mil a year.
biggest winner, uh the Niners as a team this year, your window, dude, they have to win one. I get Kansas City is the roadblock, but they've got to win a Super Bowl. They have
Hmm. According to Adam Schefter, he took the same deal that had been there for the past 3 weeks. His holdout did not alter any part of his new contract. So it was just a little paid time off, I guess.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the Niners are gonna do long term with their money because you've got money tied up in him. Your Purdy is the big, big, big one. God, I
Yeah,
want
what
them
are
to
they
pay
gonna
him.
do?
I
What are they
want them to
gonna
pay him
do?
50 M so bad. Um, sorry. I'm sorry, Purdy. This isn't a knock on you. I'm a Packers fan who's been screwed by the Niners pretty much my whole time being a fan.
Hmm.
You've got Debo, you've got Bosa, you've got that. There's a lot of money tied up now,
Yeah,
and Aiyuk now. That's a lot of cash. So
huge, man. See if they
wow,
can afford it, but
the Purdy one is the most. Oh, what is the? I'm really curious what his contract is going to be because
yeah,
how much is Daniel Jones is making like 40 million, right?
yeah,
Yeah, 4 years, 160. Yeah, 40 million. If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm saying I want more than him at minimum. I need at
yeah.
least 45,
Mhm.
50. And if you're the Niners,
Don't know if you have that in the tank.
wow. This is really interesting, kind of dope to have it on the spot
Yeah,
segment. Um, but yeah, let us know your thoughts on the Ayuk extension. By the time you guys are seeing this, this will have a couple days of simmering. You'll have better thoughts, as will we,
for
with some
sure.
more time to process it. But that is
Yeah,
a big move for the Niners. It
huge, man.
solidifies them to me as the best in the NFC.
Yep, agreed.
As
That
much
is
as
the
that,
that is the final part of this is they are now confirmed the
let
NFC
it
top dog.
let it be known by anyone who thinks I'm jaded by my Packers. I'm too excited. In this video, I complimented the Vikings, the Bears, and the Niners. And
That shows growth, man.
it,
That's a I hope to
yeah,
be like you because that's
it was not easy to do. The Niners one in
yeah,
particular is the most hard because
yeah.
we kill the Bears. So dude. All right.
All right, man.
End of the
Thank you
video.
guys for watching.
Let us know your hot takes. Let us know which one of ours you agree with, disagree with. Please let us know the Aaron Rodgers take, what you think about it.
Yep.
And before we sign out, song of the pod. Moses, what have you got?
So I've already done this song. I just realized I'm doing a banger by Little Yachty. Yay energy. I just love the beat. Get after it. Football's back. Probably throw this on in the morning, get you hyped, get making you want to put a helmet on and
Give yourself CTE.
yeah, but
Yeah,
yay
wake up.
energy.
Yeah, yay energy. If I speak on Yachty, I'll be in trouble. So I'm going to move on. I've got Gray.
Wait, what do you do?
I did. I'm. We'll talk off stream.
Whoa,
He
okay,
didn't
yeah,
do anything. He
okay, I
didn't do
didn't know,
anything.
I didn't
He
know, I
didn't
didn't
do
know.
anything. Let me
Okay,
make that clear.
okay,
I'm not putting
okay,
anything on him as a person.
okay.
I just think he's corny. But Days Before Rodeo came to streaming, one of my favorite mixtapes. When I was in high school, uh, I've got Gray by Travis Scott
Mm,
off of Days Before Rodeo to
fire,
end the pod.
fire.
That's what we got for y'all. Let us know your hot takes. Let us know what takes you agree with, disagree with, and we will see y'all in the next video.
Later, everyone.
Didn't do it. Oh, it did. Peace out.